amplifying you.
My name is Amy Bialek. I have been with the Burke Medical Research Institute for 2.5 years now. And my role now is to help run the lower extremity robotics program here. After 20 years of doing physical therapy, this was something new, it was cutting edge, it was exciting, and I really, really wanted to be a part of it.
I didn't know about exoskeletons. I didn't think of them. I didn't know they existed. And seeing people from a wheelchair being able to be upright and walking and seeing the impact it has on them, but also on me seeing it, that was a whole new world.
It was not hard to learn. The training was really good, but it was definitely a learning curve, definitely practice, and each different participant brings something new to the table. So I had to learn how to be flexible and maybe have different goals and use the device differently for each person.
It was a lot to learn, but it was straightforward. It was doable. It's more the handling. Every minor movement that I make feels the patient, but if I don't hold the patient, they won't know that I'm doing it. So there's a lot more involved than just pressing a button or being in the back for safety. And that's the biggest thing I had to learn.
We're not in a hospital setting where it's an acute care where we see people for 2 or 3 days and then they're gone. We run 6-week clinics. So we are with these people 3 times a week for 6 weeks, unless they renew, which many of them do. So it could be months and months. So we're in this journey with them.
They have to trust you and they don't even know you. I don't know if I would. I get it. So we always try to make them comfortable, to make sure that they know that we got them, that they won't go anywhere. And we try to explain the machine as much as we can so they know what's going to happen, what to expect, and what they need to do.
I think Ekso is an extraordinarily useful tool. I don't think it's magic, and I think I have to tell a lot of people that. They feel that it's new, it's technology, and this is their last chance, and this is the best, and it can certainly help people, but it is a rehab tool. And I have to really tell people that it's not magic, it's not going to make somebody who hasn't walked in 10 years walk again on their own. But as a rehab tool, I think it's phenomenal. We've seen a lot of we've seen transfers improve, we've seen their mental state improve. We had one person in particular who was non-ambulatory. She had just had a stroke, and by the time she left us after 2 clinics, after 12 weeks, she was walking with a cane. So for somebody like that, it's an unbelievable tool. But at the very least, we get people to increase their endurance, to walk much longer distances than they ever do on their own. I know that when I'm working with somebody, my goal is to get them better. My goal is to do everything I can for them, and if they're willing to give me 100%, I'm willing to give them 100%. But I feel with the exoskeleton, I'm able to do so much more with each participant, with my risk of being injured so much more reduced. I think we're the first site up and running for the WISE study, and we're really trying to see, we're using the 10-meter walk test to see if body weight supported treadmill training versus exoskeleton can increase gait speed. But really, I think the most important part of the study are the secondary things we're looking at, such as the perceived rate of exertion for the participant and for the therapists. I think that if all things are equal and a person has the same exact scores doing the treadmill training versus the robotic training, if all those things are equal, my hope is to show that with the exoskeleton, the therapist is reporting less pain, less exertion, maybe less staff to perform those measures, less risk to themselves. I just think I'm excited to be a part of this. I think this is the wave of the future. I think it's a shame that every rehab facility does not own one of these, because every single person can benefit during a rehab stay.
It's really easy to work with, and the company itself, everybody I've met, everyone is wonderful to work with. They are very quick in responding, in solving problems, and I think more companies should be like that.
I've developed just unbelievable relationships with my participants, and I love the clinic we're running. I think that we are doing a real service, and I just see it growing and growing.
Take the next step with us.